Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a very special edition of Robert Sports Show 2015 WrestleMania 31 preview. Alright, as I've said in some previous videos, the main event of this pay-per-view sucks, but we're going to run down this card and give you my predictions. First, we have the tag titles on the line in the dark match, pre-show match. We have champions, the Brass Ring Club, Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, versus Los Matadores, versus the New Day, Big E, and Kofi Kingston, versus the Usos. I thought the Ascension would be in a title match at this point, going into Mania. Obviously, they're not. Tag team division, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro and the Brass Ring Club bring a lot of quality to the tag division, but having this fatal four-way to kick off the pre-show for WrestleMania is kind of like, There's no reason for the Brass Ring Club to lose the tag titles here. I could see maybe a little bit them dropping up to the New Day and trying to build that New Day up, but that whole New Day thing is just a blip. So I don't see that happening. So I got Tyson Kidd and Cesaro retaining. The World Title match, WWE World Heavyweight Title match, we have champion Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. As bad as this is going to be, this is where it should be on the card, first match, but it won't be. It'll be main event. There's talk of Lesnar staying in WWE and retaining the title, and then next year at WrestleMania doing Lesnar versus The Rock. I just hope to God they don't fucking do that. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and take Roman Reigns to win. Don't want it. Do not want it at all. But unfortunately, if this is main event, Roman Reigns wins. The Ultimate Face wins. Leave WrestleMania. We won't see a cash in. If for some reason this is sub-main or higher on the card, I could see a chance of Roman Reigns winning and Seth Rollins cashing in. Or even a Brock Lesnar winning and Seth Rollins cashing in. Main event, no cash in. Sub-main or higher, it'll be a cash in. Next, we have the Icon, the WCW franchise, the Icon Sting, versus the COO, WWE, WWF, future Hall of Famer Triple H. A matchup in the icons of WWF, the icon of WCW, finally facing off. Sting's first words on Raw last night. It'll be neat to see what they do with this match, how long it goes, what kind of shape Sting's in. 14 years in the making, him finally in WWE from WCW, a little stop there in TNA. Obviously, Sting's going to win. They're not going to crap on Sting that bad. But Sting wins this going forward. It should be an alright match. Next, we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal number 2. And those participants are The Miz, Curtis Axel, Ryback, Fandango, Adam Rose, Zack Ryder, Jack Swagger, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, Big Show, Kane, Eric Rowan, Damian Sandow, Sin Cara, Goldust, Heath Slater, Mark Henry. What the fuck's the point, guys? The only point here is NXT Access Tournament. The winner of that will be in this Battle Royal. Or in this, Battle Royal. So I believe it, the rumor is Adrian Neville is going to be in the main roster soon. So I could see him winning the NXT thing, get into this match, and Adrian Neville moving on, winning this, and moving up on the main roster. So my pick's going to be Adrian Neville. He'll win the NXT tournament and win this. Next match, we have the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Looking forward to this. Just some of these guys, I'm looking really forward to it. Some of these guys can go away. Bad News Barrett, I'd love to see him in a ladder match. Current IC champion versus R-Truth. He don't need to be here. Versus Dean Ambrose, really want to see it. Luke Harper, I'm intrigued to see that. See how well he does. Dolph Ziggler, obviously, big Dolph Ziggler fan. Stardust, I'm all for seeing Stardust in this. And then Daniel Bryan. We can just pick this, match apart here. R-Truth's not going to win. Luke Harper, I'm not going to rule Luke Harper out, but R-Truth's definitely not winning. Stardust is not winning. Dolph Ziggler's not winning, and Daniel Bryan's not winning. So that leaves Bad News Barrett, Ambrose, or Luke Harper. Pretty much. I don't really see Luke Harper winning this, so it's down to Ambrose and Bad News Barrett. everything that Ambrose has done, trying to take the title from Barrett, and actually physically taking the title, I see it retained by Bad News Barrett and continuing to feud with Ambrose. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Ambrose win this, but my pick is going to be Bad News Barrett retaining. Next, we have the United States title on the line. We have champion Rusev versus John Cena. This is one of those matches. It's right here. It can either go way over here or way over here. If they want to continue with Rusev like they have, he'll win here. If they just want to take Rusev and go, Cena's going to win. Yeah, obviously 15 years since, or 12 years since he's won a freaking U.S. championship, but whatever. What I see them do, I see this ending in DQ and just continuing something here because there's really nothing else for Cena to do. I hate to see them do that, have a clean win at Fastlane and then DQ here and then move on. I can also see, really don't see them letting Rusev get pinned. I think the idea was to build off of John Cena, having Rusev beat John Cena at WrestleMania. So I look at a win by Rusev here and retain for the U.S. title. We have the No Divas match. We have AJ Lee teaming with Paige versus Brie and Nikki Bella. As you see it on wall, that's going to go well. Is this going to end up being almost a fatal 4-way? They shoot this through the fucking title and made it a fatal 4-way. I look at the team of AJ Lee and Paige winning this. This should have been Nikki versus Charlotte or Charlotte versus Paige and AJ for the title and get rid of the Bellas, but we're not that lucky. So I see a AJ Lee Paige victory here. Next match, one of the matches I'm so looking forward to. I talked about this months ago. The Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. If you've seen the promos of Bray Wyatt's done on Raw, oh my God, it's just you cannot not watch it. I mean, it's like, holy shit. I wish I would have kept all these Raws and just done video of the fucking promos because they've been epic. It's some of the best work Bray Wyatt's ever done. Bray Wyatt is the future, I'll say future Undertaker, but the future face of fear at WrestleMania. Bray Wyatt moving forward will be the guy that everybody wants to face at WrestleMania. And it seems like he picks his feud right now. He picked his feud with Dean Ambrose. He's picking his feud with Taker. I can see every year, right before the road to WrestleMania begins in January, is Bray Wyatt focused on one guy and building that as his feud for WrestleMania, which would be just the most iconic, epic thing in the world. I'm going to say it now. Next year, Triple H, Bray Wyatt. Just saying. You never know what'll happen. But I'm saying, beating Taker, beating Triple H, that would really get him built up at WrestleMania. But, maybe Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins or Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan for the world title next year. Year away. Hopefully we can build it. But I actually have Bray Wyatt winning this. I don't think Taker's streak's over. Taker losing another match at WrestleMania means nothing. I think it would do more for Bray Wyatt's career for him to win here, bury the Undertaker's last match, have next year in Texas, Undertaker going into the Hall of Fame. I think that would be pretty fitting. Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. I actually think this will be really high on the card. I can see them putting this as maybe this kickoff match of the card, if not the ladder match, maybe a second or third match. That way everybody forgets about Seth Rollins, everybody forgets about that briefcase. I think Randy will end up winning this, so you're going to look kind of down at Seth Rollins. Randy finally gets his revenge versus Seth Rollins, and then having, as long as that world title is not main event. But there again, there's talk of turning Seth Rollins face. So why not have him come out and cash in on it? Because the crowd reaction to Roman Reigns wins is going to be like, what the fuck? And having Seth Rollins come out and cash in, it'll get a cute pop. Possibly face turn for Seth Rollins winning the world title at WrestleMania. We'll see, but I do have Randy winning this, and then possibly a Seth Rollins cash in later tonight. Alright, that will wrap up the 2015 WrestleMania 31 preview. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and have a fantastic night. Robert Sports Show, the YouTube leader in sports channels.